Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about the complete PSA grading guide for beginners. Everything I used to do. Somebody asked for me to do it in the comments for you guys, how to get easy 10s. Let's get right into this video. So as you guys know, I don't submit cards to PSA anymore because I am tired of the upcharges, but I'm here to help you guys out. This is what I used to do. And if you don't know what PSA is, it's the Professional Sports Authenticator. It was my go-to a couple years ago, one of my favorite companies, until they started doing a lot of shady things, in my personal opinion. They used to be the most trusted name in card grading, and in my opinion, they're the most shady name in card grading at this point. So right now, this is where a lot of the market is, and people are slowly shifting to other companies like Tag, which is one of my favorite. But that's why a lot of people use them right now. So they've been the industry leader for a long time, and which is fine. But when you get too big and you don't have any accountability, you can do whatever you want in this space. And now a lot of us are taking them to task. So there's a lot of history behind there. Tag is newer to grading. CGC is well established, but right now it's a wide acceptance by buyers and people that don't know much about. They just see a PSA and they automatically are like, oh, I'll grade there. So this is their grading scale. It's one of the the one thing I do appreciate about PSA and Tag is that they have one of the easiest grading scales to look at. So you have your Gem Mint, 10, 9, 8. They have a lot of different qualifiers and what they consider marks. They do have a lot of, and nowadays, who knows if they even go off of this stuff, but this is what's on their website. So sometimes they will do some hand cut cards. It's a lot of their, and they'll even say it on their website. So they're not trying to hide too much, but it's subject to the eye appeal of the grader. So that's where I struggle with PSA when they have new technology out that can help grade cards. So it is, Gem Mint is their perfect, and they have the Mint, PSA 9, Near Mint to Mint, PSA 8, and below is PSA 7. So this card should look flawless, and at the end, stay tuned to the end because we'll go on eBay after this, and I will show you guys PSA 10 cards that are off-centered, and you're like, holy smokes, how is this a PSA 10? It's crazy sometimes how much grading has degraded with PSA over the years. So in my personal opinion. So is your card worth grading? And this is really up to you. Cards can grow up in value for PSA 7 to PSA 10. Obviously everybody knows that, but I'm gonna say this again. I'm gonna keep saying it. I think until they start changing things, I think we're gonna slowly see PSA cards not be as worth as much. So one of the things that I like to use before I send a card in for grading is eBay itself. I'll look at the insights and the market insights. If you haven't seen that, I'll try to go over market insights anytime I make a video when I'm looking for cards, but the market insights is the best way to do it. Collector is good, but sometimes collector is behind recent sales. Like they don't have, I think it updates every week or something like that because they are behind some days, which is okay, but yeah, like that's why I mainly use eBay to see what's been selling and what's not been selling. And then here are how they inspect the cards and how you can inspect your cards like a pro before you send them in. And the centering, corners, edges, surfaces. A lot of the things that I've gone over in my videos are exactly how I send it to every single company. So I always have my blacklight handy, always using my blacklight, my microscope, and just ensuring that there's no whitening or anything like that if you're wanting to send in your cards. Because at the end of the day, even if you're sending cards in the PSA, my biggest issue with them is the centering. They will ding you for surface and fraying and scratches, but you can get away with centering with PSA from time to time. A lot of this is what I use. I use penny sleeves. I use Ultra Pro microfiber. Obviously, I put magnifying glass on. I mean, that works too. This is LED light. It's supposed to be black light, and then gloves, optional, but preferred method for myself. My sleeves that I've used before in the past are these bad boys. These are my favorite sleeves. It makes it easy for them to pull it out of the case in the Ultra Pros. So just always inspect your cards, wipe off the surface. I hate getting a card back and from Beckett and it says there was a surface issue and I didn't check the card well enough. So that's happened a couple times. Not very common for me, but I am not perfect and it happens. I have to mention, I do use some glosses and some other things to clean cards from time to time. I would say if you're beginning to send cards off, you need to work your way up there to know exactly like, hey, the card should not smell like gloss afterwards and you shouldn't, you know, practice on some regular cards. But I would say send in cards regularly first and before you start doing anything else. This is the basics, like everyone should be doing this. So this is the deuce as a beginner, right? You microfiber wipe it, you inspect the surface, dust removal. Do not scrub the cards, do not bend the cards, do not use tape on the cards, do not scrub the cards, do not use spray on them. I do spray, I do polish them, I do have some bending methods. As a beginner, do not do that. Send in some cards to get some 10s in first doing this stuff, and then work your way up. Doing that on some of my other videos. I should have mentioned in those videos, don't be doing this stuff unless you've been doing it for a while, right? I am not trying to alter the card in any way. I'm just trying to clean up a couple scratches or abrasions that maybe my kid got a hold of it, and like I'm not trying to alter it in anything, do anything crazy with it. So here are some how you can estimate a grade. They got a lot of good grading apps out there before you even send your card in. Let's see if I have it on this phone. I believe if you just type in, I don't have it on this one, but you just type in digital grading app for cards on the App Store and you'll be able, it'll give you, it's almost dead on. At least for me, it's been really accurate. I would say 9 out of 10 times what they predict your cards are going to get. It's been awesome. I'll have to do a video on that of showing, hey, here's what the digital card grade is and here's what it came at. So that's pretty sick. I love those things. So researching card values, like I said earlier, this is an example. So what I do on eBay is exactly that. I click on sold listings and then I'll click on the card. And for some reason, it's weird. I have this ability, so I do all the research on mine for my wife, but I can click on Market Insight. For some reason, she doesn't have Market Insight on her eBay account, and I don't understand that. She sells way more than me, but that's something that I've always been confused about with her, and she's been confused. Like, I've never seen that button, and so I don't know why I get it and she doesn't have it. So it's a pretty cool thing. So like you can do all these specifications. I would just do sold listings, Market Insight, and see what other cards are going for, if it's even worth putting up for sale. So here is the choosing the service level. And I think I had a slide on the upcharges. Yeah, we'll do upcharges later here in a minute. Obviously, most of you guys know about the upcharges, but if you don't, you're about to learn about it. So you're choosing your service level. I would say start off, if you don't have a lot of money, just do the value one. So lowest cost option. The way that you can get around upcharges is another key secret. When a new set comes out, if you're the first to do, let's say do Express or Super Express, maybe even the Express one would be just fine. You just send it in to them real quick. And so there's not a lot of market data on it. So you shouldn't be upcharged for that. And so you can, if you look at cards, and I haven't done a ranking video for Chaos Rising or some other cards, right? But if you can get ahead of your illustration rares or other cards that you think will be valuable, then you can get ahead of the curve and not get upcharged. So rip the packs, rip as many new packs that you want, especially if they have cool cards in there, and then send those in super quick so you're not upcharged hundreds of dollars. Like it's ridiculous. So and if you're just starting out and you don't know what to do, just pick the value one, like 15 bucks per card, lowest option. So what is an upcharge? If you're watching this video, you already know about it, and I'm talking about it, and it's stirring up an anger inside of you that should be there. There's a lot of justification, or a lot, not justification, there may be some things coming to PSA's way to where upcharges may not be the right move for any business to be able to do this to you as an employee there. So this could ultimately be the downfall of this. So if the card grade is higher and becomes more valuable than your selected PSA tier, PSA may move it to a higher service level. They will move it and charge you more. So you want to realistically upgrade it to the tier that you think it's going to cost you for that card. And yeah, they say they do it for liability purposes and or for them to, it's like any insurance company, they make money off of the premiums, and so it's just another way for them to make money. So that's how they've been able to beat out the competition. And so yeah, hopefully they are gone sooner than later, because nobody likes them, likes the upcharges. So filling out your submission form, so you log into your account, you enter your card details, choose a service level, declare the value of the card, and then it also will charge you insurance for that as well, on the package being sent over. And you can also, like what I do with Beckett, I just do FedEx, so I get it sent 2 days to them, or to Beckett now, because I don't, like I said, I don't use PSA. And so it sends there in 2 days, and then yeah, that makes it simple for me. So you pick out the Pokemon type, the year, the set, the card name, the card number, and yeah, you pick out which service level you want. And I've shown this in videos before. Go click on other videos. I put it into a slide for you. You got your penny sleeve, your semi-rich holder. You can put it in a bag if you want. If you're gonna separate, if you're gonna have, somebody asked me about this. It's a great question. Can you send multiple different tiers of orders in the same box? Absolutely. Separate them by a team bag or something. Put that order slip in there with the different tier level, all those cards together, and then put a rubber band around them and then bubble wrap it. Put that in the box, and then do the same thing with the other tier and put them in the same box. Make sure the packing list is separating them, and ultimately they should be competent enough to figure out you had 2 different tiers with the cards listed in there. You could do a set from each tier, and so like stop going to games like, just do this yourself, guys. It's not that hard. And then get your boxes, shipping label, boom. I have a label maker that I can just, it's pretty sweet. I got it years ago. Works great. Or you can go to post office, boom. So always use new clean supplies, never stuff that's always, this is all an investment. So common beginner mistakes. So overestimating your cards, sending damaged cards, then wrong declared value, not checking print lines, fingerprint on the surface. That's why you can do everything correctly, not wear some gloves, and put some fingerprints on there. And you need to research the prices, obviously. So using top loaders incorrectly, another big one. So my personal PSA tips, this is how I've made a lot of my money over the years, being able to get good cards in, get cards graded, get PSA 10s. I only send cards. I mean, this used to be back in the day when, man, I remember when getting a PSA 10 card was ridiculous. It was hard. And now it's just like, it's probably half your order is going to be PSA 10s if you do everything right. And so only send cards that you can believe can hit PSA 10s, inspect the cards with, you could do a bright light, but black light works better, and then compare the cards. So those are my tips, guys. I hope you got some value from this. I understand that I know there's a lot of us out there that are in the collector world that are moving away from PSA. I'm moving away from PSA. Someday though, I may be able to revisit this video and be like, hey, they've changed their ways. Let's all jump in on PSA. And I think someday they will come back to because the customer, it's not that the customer is always right. That is never, I never believe that, but I believe that the customer should be catered to as best as they can be. And so let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree with what I'm saying, guys. And I'm hoping this video, if you have any questions, if any of this was confusing, if you have a different, like somebody asked me a great question the other day I will answer, I'll get back to you, and I will answer your question, put it in a future video, and I'll obviously answer the comment down below as well. But collect all the Pokemon cards. Go to PSA if you want to. They have a promotional code that I'm never going to use again, so Beckett doesn't have one. I'm trying to get one for tag, but collect all the Pokemon, guys. Yeah, if you like PSA, guys, keep doing it. If you don't mind the subcharges, keep doing what you like doing. But I'm just telling you, I'm going to Beckett and tag. That's what I'm doing. But peace. I'm out. Jesus loves you. I'll see you next time.